Okay, so the Galaxy S25 Ultra will be a totally different feeling device compared to what the Galaxy S24 Ultra had in terms of design and aesthetics or in-hand feel, because it's going to be much less wider, much more thinner, while still having a bigger display with much narrower bezels and flat side frame with curvy rounded corners. Not exactly curvy though. It's still pointy, but not as pointy as it used to be. So it's totally going to be a different design. But also, at the back, it's also going to be a little bit different. The Galaxy S25 Ultra, as much as from the front it looks like a flat design, flat frame, flat everything, yes it is, but from the back side, it's actually going to be different. The frame is much more rounded at the back. But if you look at the rear end, it's actually the same design as the S24 Ultra, because the real design is still unknown at this point. So we don't know whether Samsung will go out and do something really crazy with the camera housing design, or they're gonna stick to the current formula. So keep your expectations low at this point, but I'm surely gonna update you guys once I get to know anything about that camera housing design. But here is the dimensions. That looks like this compared to S24 Ultra or S23 Ultra. 162.8 mm tall, 77.6 mm wide, and 8.2 mm thickness. Now if you compare that with the both S23 and S24 Ultra, you can see that it's way more slimmer than the S24 Ultra, even slimmer than the S23 Ultra. Also, the S22 Ultra had 90.2% screen-to-body ratio compared to the S24 Ultra with 88.5% screen-to-body ratios. But that's definitely changing with the S25 Ultra. But this phone is slightly more taller than the S24 Ultra, slightly, but thinner than all of the phones shown here, all the Ultra models from the Galaxy S lineup. But then again, that begs the question, like, do we need any more slimmer phones? I mean, we are fine with the slimness already. We want more thicker phones for bigger batteries. And that's not happening with this phone. It's still going to have the 5000 mAh battery as the S24 Ultra. Now, the chipset might be more efficient, the cooling systems are going to be insanely good to give you as good battery life or better than the S24 Ultra. But overall, the design, I never hated it, but I never really could love it that much. But I think slowly it's growing on me. And by the way, if anyone is thinking, it will still come with an S Pen slot. But there is a chance that Samsung might call the Ultra phone the Note phone and the Plus model a Pro phone. I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't know what's going to happen with the naming. It could change even at the last minute. But one thing that is not going to change anymore, according to Ice Universe, is the camera setup. Now, this can be a little bit disappointing to you, but listen to this. According to Ice Universe, the main camera is still going to be same as the current model, which is a 200 megapixel ISO camera, f1.7, 1/1.3 inch sensor, 0.6 micrometer size pixels. This is a fantastic camera lens. But the point is, there is no progress over the 108 megapixel camera in terms of sensor size. It's very much similar. We wanted something bigger, but that's not happening either this year. The 50 megapixel f3.4 1/2.52 inch sensor using as a 5x telephoto camera is still going to be staying the same inside the S25 Ultra. The ultra-wide angle camera from 12 megapixel f2.2 aperture to now it's going to be the Samsung's GN3 sensor, a 50 megapixel 0.7 micrometer size pixels ISOCELL GN3. It's a 50 megapixel ultra-wide angle camera. Then what about that 3x telephoto camera that we heard? Is it getting 50 megapixel resolution? According to Ice Universe, sadly, no. The 3x is still the 10 megapixel IMX754. I mean, that is literally from S21 Ultra. And we're still going to have that. And it's my most favorite camera, but you are not getting any upgrades there. But maybe things will get more clear over the next few weeks. And I will let you guys know about that because I'm as excited as you guys. But I wanted the 3x or the 5x camera to have better aperture. Hopefully, Samsung will do something about that. Also, the charging speed cutoff is going to be 45 watts, just like what the current models offer. But one good thing is that this one will use Snapdragon chips worldwide. We're even hearing that the whole Galaxy S25 series, that includes the standard, the Plus, and the Ultra as of yet, until they change the names to something else, they will all use Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 globally. And this chipset is a massive jump over the last year's one, and definitely it is. It's over 30% better in the single core and about 35% in the multi-core department. But if you look at the numbers, it's crazy numbers. I mean, this Android operating system is now going to be a lackluster thing in these phones because that's not going to be able to take advantage of it. This is massive performance because these are using Qualcomm's new Orion cores that is inside the laptop-grade Snapdragon X Elite. This is the fantastic news whoever want to buy the base or the Plus model of the S25 series. But the Exynos 2500 will still be in the market in the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 that will be released in the second half of next year. So definitely let me know about your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, do you really think that the 3x camera should have been a 50 megapixel one just like the ultra wide angle camera, or more so than the ultra wide angle camera? And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website, a link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.